Welcome! In this part of our Parashat Shavua and relationship series with Coach Mazel Klein, we're going to tackle something that comes up all the time in dating, that fear of actually saying what you need. You know, it's that tricky spot that can leave you wondering if you're asking for way too much or maybe not even close to enough. Does this sound familiar? I mean, this quote just nails it, right? It's that hesitation. It's not about being demanding or anything like that. It's just this feeling like you're trying to speak a foreign language that nobody ever taught you. And you're just worried you're going to sound, well, awkward. And then you've got the other side of the coin. Get this. For a lot of men, the fear isn't just about being awkward. It's this deep-seated worry that being vulnerable is going to be mistaken for being weak. The voice in your head is probably saying, nope, I gotta be the strong one here. Expressing a need it doesn't fit. So this brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Both sides feel like there's a huge risk involved, whether it's the risk of being misunderstood or judged or seen as weak. That fear is totally real. And a lot of the time, it just leads to silence. But what if there's a completely different way to look at this whole thing? Okay, this is where we get to flip the script. Let's reframe this whole conversation. What if, instead of seeing vulnerability as a risk, we start to see it as an incredible opportunity? Because the goal isn't just to list your needs, it's about building a real, true partnership. And that starts with open communication. I love this metaphor. I want you to think about it like this. When you express a need, you are not making a demand. Not at all. What you're actually doing is handing your partner a map, a roadmap to your heart. You're basically saying, hey, here's the path. This is how you can truly, deeply connect with me. It's an invitation, you see, not an ultimatum. And you might be thinking, well, that's great for married couples. But no, this is absolutely crucial right from the very beginning, when you're just dating. Building this communication muscle early on, it lays the foundation for literally everything that comes next. So let's break down the advantages. First, it creates a genuine connection. Because you're showing your authentic self. You're letting the other person really, truly get to know you. Second, it prevents so many misunderstandings. It just cuts out all that frustrating guesswork. And third, and this one is huge, it's an incredible compatibility test. How someone responds when you share a real need, well, that tells you almost everything you need to know about whether you can build a future on mutual respect. All right, let's circle back and face that fear head on. That fear of looking weak. It's time to rewrite that story, that internal narrative we've been telling ourselves for way too long about what it actually means to be vulnerable. This chart just lays it out so perfectly. The fear in your head is asking, what are they going to think of me? But the truth? It builds real authenticity. The fear assumes, well, they should just know what I need, which, let's be honest, is a recipe for frustration. The truth is, speaking up actually prevents it. And here's the most important one. Where fear sees weakness, the truth is that choosing to be open and vulnerable is one of the most profound acts of strength there is. This is such a beautiful way to think about it, isn't it? This isn't just something you're doing for you. When you practice this skill while you're dating, you're actually cultivating a gift of trust, of clear communication that you're going to bring into your future marriage. And that's a gift that will benefit both of you for the rest of your lives. So you navigate the fear, you practice this new skill. But where does this path actually lead? What's the ultimate payoff for doing all this hard work of being open? Wow, the source puts it so powerfully. It's simply redemption. What does that even mean here? Well, it's redemption from all that frustration, from the second guessing, from that feeling of being completely misunderstood. It's the freedom that comes with being in a relationship where you are truly seen and truly heard. It's redemption. And here's the best news of all. This is not some innate talent you either have or you don't. Expressing your needs is a skill. It's something you can learn. It definitely takes practice, but it is 100% achievable. And if you're ready to start building that skill, to build that healthy, meaningful relationship, there is help available. You're invited to contact Mazel Klein. She's a fantastic coach for marriage and happy relationships, and she guides couples towards much closer communication. You can reach her on her cell at 052-328-6037. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.